and once again, welcome to Board Gamers, your one-stop show for a positive plethoritude of games.
As usual, we've got reviews, challenges, sneak peeks, and special guests to entertain you over the next hour.
And yet another fantastic competition giveaway we can't wait to tell you about.
Yes, indeed, but let's see what's coming up on this week's show.
Oh, not again.
Well, Greg, what are you doing? This is not for that.
Oh, silly me. Yeah, of course not. We can cut that bit out in editing, can't we?
Yeah, sure. Get out of the bus.
Hey! Kick him in the back!
Damn it, man, I'm trying to save this guy.
I perform a trick that killed somebody on stage.
News! So, after that rather embarrassing incident in the intro, we'll move on to more serious fare with the news.
Yes, don't worry, we'll cut it out in editing. Yes, the news. Sorry, I'm just distracted by that interesting image we had earlier. The research firm InfoScout has published their breakdown of console sales from Black Friday, which has just gone, which for any of you who were looking at the news on Black Friday, you'd have seen all the crazy scenes of mayhem.
Crazy.
I can't believe the way people behave on a day like that.
It's shocking. Behave yourselves, people.
It's like some stuff's only like 5-10% discounted. Yet people are, grabbing things off each other, knocking each other over. It's crazy. But the big news in gaming was that the Xbox One was by far the biggest seller on Black Friday.
Wow.
They believe it was due to all of the big discounting that's been going on their console bundles and lots of very good value items, as well as, of course, some very good first-party exclusives that have come out in the Xbox One. So a big victory for Microsoft.
Fantastic. We've got news in the world of the Star Trek Attack Wing. Wave 9 is coming out now, which includes the Mirror Universe Defiant, looks like a flattened shuttlecraft, Klingon Chang's Bird of Prey, and the Romulan Scimitar. So if you're into Attack Wing, then worth grabbing.
Yeah, quite a collection at this point.
Indeed.
Yeah, so that's how they keep making money out of these games, you see.
Ooh, yes.
An eBay auction for a Samus Aran amiibo toy. These are new amiibo toys to do with the Wii U. These little figures that you can scan on the scanner on the gamepad, has sold for over $2,500 because it was a defect and it actually has a cannon on each arm. The character's only supposed to have a cannon on one arm, but he sold for a huge amount of money because he's a defect and he's got cannon on both arms. It's quite a rare defect, but there's been another one. There's been a Princess Peach with no legs, which has been manufactured, which is also going online. So that will probably sell for a pretty penny. It's a bit funny, that, isn't it? The things end up selling for ridiculous money because they're defective.
You can't help but think they're going to start churning out more defective ones if it's going to sort of
as
make
collector's items, yes.
Sales
Limited edition, no arms Mario or something.
Indeed. Also in board games, Fantasy Flight have released the Witcher adventure game based on the video game, and you can play all the characters and take on the strange world and come up against griffins and phantoms and fleeters and things like that.
A candidate for apples versus oranges there,
I think so.
Right? Yeah, fantastic. Sony will launch a limited edition PS1 themed PlayStation 4 console, the company has announced. Just 12,300 of the machines will be made, each will be individually numbered, because it's 20 years since PlayStation came out, so you can get yourself a PS4 themed like the PS1, which is pretty cool.
And if you want the one that's going to give you, be able to sell on for loads of money, try to get the defective one. It doesn't work, but it's worth twice the amount of money.
Yeah, everyone wants that one. This is quite a funny story. An actor hired by Nintendo to play Donkey Kong at an LA launch event for Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D last year is suing Nintendo after suffering from a serious heart condition allegedly brought on by the unsafe work conditions he was subject to. Maybe people were throwing barrels in him. I was about to say. He's supposed to throw them.
I've got a back issue now and a heart issue.
Yeah, he's saying that he was too hot in the costume and he wasn't properly looked after and all kinds of things. So there you go.
For someone who dressed up as a Wookiee last week, I can empathise.
Yes, you certainly can empathise. New releases this week, not much at all. Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris on PC, PS4, Xbox One. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy on 3DS. And Halo Spartan Strike on PC. So not many new games now, very close to Christmas, but still a few good ones coming up here and there.
Well, we look forward to playing some of those.
Review! Rivet Wars Eastern Front, the alternate Great War epic. A conflict between two dominant and opposed nations, the Imperial Blighted Empire, a monarchy driven by the mad Archduke and his uncle the Kaiser, and the independent Allied States, a collection of nations fighting for their freedom.
And we're off!
And it starts, as most games do, with a dice roll, which I win, and I get my troops on. It's all about getting the troops out early, I believe.
Yes, the terrible Blight have made the first move, but my allied chaps, they're not far behind, trying to get towards the objectives in the centre of the map.
Doing the same thing exactly. We're heading for those big yellow squares. They are the objectives we're going to be getting victory points for sitting upon.
Yes, and indeed, and my chaps have gone into their bunkers. They're ready to attack.
So I start off turn 2 by bringing on my mono-wheel dragoons. They're speedy little things. They're pesky little blighters.
Yes, it was gone right up the map very quickly, and you've taken over both objectives. I'm not very happy about this. I'm ejecting.
You're objecting to that? Well, unbeknownst to you, I have in my hand a card, a secret mission card, which allows me to get extra points if I charge with free cavalry units in a turn, which these things are. So.
That sounds rather beardy, sir.
It's part of the game. It's part of the game, and those secret mission cards can be very easy to get, and sometimes very tough.
I see. Well, I brought on one of my rocket cycles. In fact, my second rocket cycle, and at some point I'll be bringing on my hammer pounder as well, in order to try and turn the tide back against you and see if I can get towards these objectives myself.
Yes, I must admit, at this point I was slightly concerned because those rocket things are very good at blowing up my little bikes, and if I blow one up, it'll have to wait another turn to get my objective. So, as turn 3 begins, I was very lucky to not have all of my things blown up by his rocket bikes. They had fired dud rockets this turn.
Oh, the horror.
Be firing duds again, Jim.
So, yes, I see the doctor about that, yes.
So, luckily, though, they were all still on the table. However, he had played a pesky action card, which meant one of them couldn't move. But luckily, then he also brought some infantry onto the objective, so he could shoot at him anyway.
Yes, I am quite light on the infantry front at this point, though. I've got a couple of chaps over here, but they're being a bit blocked by that one of your spinny wheel things. So, yes, you're still winning at this point, and I'm feeling a bit behind the game.
Yeah, I was ahead of the victory points, and then obviously I managed to get my triple charge off with my mono-wheel dragoons, and that got me the extra victory points, which was awesome. Jumping me ahead to 5, look at that, hurrah!
Yes, but I brought on my captain, you see Captain Parman, along with my M2 Wolverine, in an effort to try and move forward on the map, and make some progress towards that objective there, which I do, as you can see. Took out that pesky infantry, and then I was able to move into that objective and snare it for myself.
So putting Captain Parman with the otherwise slow Wolverine, pesky little combo there, making the slow tank dude very fast indeed. So, turn 4, and out comes my nasty tank. Fitted with the Cyclops turret, which I put on straight away as well to wipe out infantry in fell swoops.
Yes, I say, and I was really in trouble here because Greg only needed 1 or 2 victory points at this point. In fact, his tank just took out an objective there and a victory point. So I really needed to pull something out of the bag, and I wasn't sure what to do. But I did have an idea. I could bring a tunneler out along with the rocket cycle, there it is, to take me to another part of the map and attack the tank directly in order to try and earn some victory points.
Yes, I was 1 away, and with my infantry on the square and no infantry on the board for him, he wasn't going to be able to steal the flag next time. So victory was guaranteed mine unless he could pull out 4 victory points in a turn.
Yes, which is a pretty tall order. I did do my best against the tank. Unfortunately, I was not able to destroy it. However, there was another way. My trusty pounder needed to take out his 4 infantry on the top objective, and if they did, there was a chance I could get the 8 victory points I needed.
He actually only needed to take out the 1 hero, and blast it, he did it as well!
I did it against all the odds. The Allies win. Good game, sir.
Yeah.
So that's a sneak peek at a game of Rivet Wars, which is kind of a fun hybrid mashup of a board game and a war game. And personally, I have to say, Greg, I really enjoyed the game we played.
Yeah, it's a fantastic game. It perfectly straddles, as you say, that sort of war game and the board game. It brings the best of both. More on the board game side in the sense that you can keep on bringing on different units each time. You don't have a set army like in a war game.
That's one of my favourite aspects. You don't have to pick an army at the beginning, and once they're gone, they're gone. With this, unless it's a special unit, you can just keep bringing them on wave after wave.
Which is great because you can cater what you're bringing on to fit with what secret missions you've got and what they've got on. You need the units that can destroy their units. So,
absolutely.
So very, very good in that sense.
Okay, well, you know, the magic moment. What is the rating?
Let's have a look.
Let's check it out. Good stuff. Excellent game. I have to concur.
It is an excellent game. I enjoyed this lot more than I thought I would, and I thought I would enjoy it. But it has got a lot of variation. So very,
Lots of scenarios, beautiful miniatures. But what's the replayability though? That's
Let's have a look.
thing. What's the boardometer going to say? Sulphur. Well, pretty replayable. A little bit in the yellow though.
Very playable. There's a couple of issues. It could do with a few more cards, I think, would add to it. And obviously, like any sort of game like this, the more money you put into getting more miniatures, the more replayable. But generally, a fantastic game. Very replayable, very deserving of a good score. Worth picking up.
Wow. I'm certainly going to be playing Rivet Wars again, I can tell you that.
After the break.
Oh, so sorry, hang on.
No, don't stop! Don't stop! Pedal to the metal! And I have the do-rag. I'm clearly a doctor.
Yes, of course you are.
Thank you.
Of course you are.
So this week we're looking at the granddaddy of all games. It is the most successful game of all time. In fact, one of the most successful entertainment IPs of all time, in the sense that it got to $1 billion in just a fraction of the time it took James Cameron's Avatar to get to $1 billion. It is, of course, GTA 5, and it's come out about a month ago on the next generation of console. And Jim is going to do his best to play the game.
I believe the idea is you sort of steal things and shoot people and stuff like that. Is that right?
Yeah, we may have a problem because Jim is far too nice for this sort of game. He's going to
Hello.
he's going to
in the
stop
street.
at the traffic lights. He's going to apologise to people for hitting them, and at some point he will probably swap insurance details with someone.
Oh.
So it could be different.
Oh my God! I got run over.
You got run over. You're doing it wrong. You're meant to be running them people over.
Right, out of the car.
Get a car.
I'm very serious. I have a pistol.
You have a pistol. Pistol with the dude.
Hey!
Or shoot him.
Is that what I'm supposed
There
to
you
do?
go.
Do I get 10 points?
You get
Okay.
10 points. Well done.
Okay.
Jim's beginning to get the idea. I get a feeling
Well, let's
he's
switch to the new big feature of this version of the game, the first-person mode. And look at that beautiful rendering there of this old-fashioned car. It's not the quickest car I could have picked up, is it?
It really isn't. You're going to struggle to outrun the police.
I
in this
can't
one.
see anything because the windscreen's smashed.
Wow, you went for a red light. I say we're making progress.
Oh, did I? Oh, I'm so sorry. Hang on.
No, don't stop. Don't stop. Pedal to the metal. Oh, come on.
I can't disobey the traffic laws, Greg. That's very unfair.
Wow. Seriously, Jim is not the sort of person who should be playing a
Oh,
game like
screw
this.
it. Let's throw caution to the wind, shall we?
Crazy.
I feel like a real rebel.
You bounder. So Jim is now finally picking up how the game works, which is you're meant to kill people, run people
This is
over.
America, so they drive on the wrong side of the right side of the road, don't they?
I don't
Okay.
think it makes any difference. I think you could drive on the UK side of the road and it'd be absolutely fine in
Oh,
this game.
I can't see where I'm going. I'm really not sure what's happening here.
You've picked a very dodgy car here. For a start, it's got...
Oh! I did have a bonnet, a hood, but now that's gone.
Jim is...
Hello, young man. Oops, I'm terribly sorry.
Jim has decided
I'm a tourist.
Jim has decided to play very much like one would play bumper cars, in the sense that he is hitting all the people, which you're meant to do.
Hey!
He's also hitting everything else as well. But you're doing all right. Well, that's fixed your windscreen issue. You've got rid of your
Do I
windscreen.
get points?
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Nice. Don't
Sorry.
apologise to them. It's part of the game.
I'm sorry, I'm English. I don't know what I'm doing.
So as well as the first-person view of this game, the other big feature is the single-player story mode now. So you don't have to play it online. You can play it.
Oh, well, the story mode's the same as before, but we've got the lovely first-person mode, and of course the graphics is the big thing. It's been upgraded.
It does look absolutely glorious,
It does
doesn't
look
it?
glorious, yeah.
Stunning.
Oh.
So where are you going?
I've totaled my car.
I can help you. I realise I'm doing very little here, but I can help you because I have a map.
You have a map? Well, why didn't you tell me before?
Pick up the map. I have a map of Los Santos here. Where would you like to go?
Oh, what are the high spots?
Well, you can go parachuting.
Is that
or
a tourist
darts.
thing? Yeah.
Is
Is there a museum to visit?
there might be. There's a police station.
Oh, I think I might be visiting that regardless of whether I want to or not.
So where would you like to go? Let's have a look here.
Yes. I don't know where I'm going.
Head towards the dot. Head some way.
I like that car there. I might try and steal that one.
I don't think I'm going to be any help with the map at all, to be honest. It's very confusing.
Give me your car. Give me your money.
Steal the bus.
Let's steal a bus.
Take a bus.
It'd be like Speed.
The bus that wouldn't
Oh,
slow
he
down.
ran me over.
Wow, you've got to stop getting run over. You're really missing the point of this game. You're meant to be running the people over, not vice versa. So,
Get out of the bus.
hey,
Hey!
kick him in the face. That's
Come on.
amazing.
There we go. Where's the nearest bus stop? What's my route? I don't know what
Keanu
my
Reeves
route
should have
is.
done that in Speed. That's what was missing from that film.
La-da-dum, la-da-dee, don't mind me. I'm a
Wow.
bus. Get off the street, you evil car drivers.
Now, Jim, you're going
It's
to
all
have
about buses.
You're gonna have
Cars are evil.
You're gonna have to fight the urge to stop at every stop and let people off. You're gonna.
Yeah.
I know you're gonna go. Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna do my municipal duty here, Greg.
You read,
Oh, look at this ridiculous
police car loses to
You
bus.
see, you're the evil one with all your carbon emissions. I have to be a hybrid
amazing.
bus, you know.
So by your
So I'm getting
municipal
away
duty,
very
you're
slowly
gonna ram
here.
all the police cars, basically.
Yes.
That's
Let's
good.
take this straight here.
You're doing well. You're doing well. Going through all the
Hail
barriers.
to the bus driver, bus driver, bus driver. Hail to the bus driver, bus driver.
The wheels on the bus go squish, 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 squish.
Where are my passengers? I want my passengers.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. So yeah, Jim's picking up the idea now. He's beginning to run people over. He's beginning to understand that you don't have to stop at the traffic lights. He's shooting out the windscreen of the bus.
I'm shooting the non-passengers. Get on my bus from hell.
Why don't you shoot the passengers? That'd be fun. You can do that. You turn around and shoot the
I think
passengers.
the bus might be empty by now. Oh, it's an ambulance. Who can steal an ambulance? Come back here.
Go back in. He's an ambulance
You're too
chaser.
fast for me. Stop. Stop. I may need you in a minute.
Wow. So you're doing all right. What Jim hasn't told you is this is actually our third or fourth chance of trying this. And this is our
This is
third
the
or fourth
longest
take
I've survived
because
so
he keeps on
far.
dying.
Oh.
As I'm sure he's not going to cut out any of the intro in the beginning, I feel obliged to tell you that he has died numerous times in trying to record this segment.
No, come back.
So if
back.
If he can just last another minute or so, then exactly a minute in fact, then we might actually be able to show this particular segment. Are you trying to shoot the ambulance now?
Yeah, I'm trying to shoot. Oh my god.
Oh, the police car. Get away from the police or you are going to die. They will kill you. Run away. Go downstairs.
Oh,
Downstairs.
down the stairs.
You missed it. We've even got people shouting in our ear to go downstairs. Come on.
Oh,
go
God.
downstairs.
Oh, I'm going to the
I think
Galleria, am I?
that's
Okay.
Tim, our production manager. Go downstairs. Go down there.
Go! Get to the metro!
Go to the
Go!
metro. Yes. Jump through.
Oh,
You didn't pay.
I didn't pay. I'm a real criminal now. I forgot my Oyster card.
Go
Right?
downstairs. Oh dear. So you're doing well. You're doing well.
So I seem to have found a safe haven here. So there you go, GTA 5.
GTA 5.
How it should be played
Of
to
fun.
some degree.
Yeah,
no
don't
one
play
here.
like Jim.
I've
Actually
just got to wait
break
for
the
my
laws.
train. Yeah.
And wait for the train, yeah. Great game. Definitely worth picking up on this.
I
console
shoot you all.
if you
Die.
haven't got it already.
Die! Ah!
Alan!
Welcome back to Board Gamers. We're here with a very special tutorial into a highly sophisticated tool that teaches young upcoming doctors and surgeons how to perform open heart surgery. My name is Dr. Devereaux, and this is Nurse Marshall.
I'll have you know I'm a doctor as well. I'm not a nurse. I have the mask.
Really?
I have the yellow
You could have
surgical gloves,
fooled me,
and I have the
sweetheart.
do-rag. I'm clearly a doctor.
Yes, of course you are.
Thank
Of course you are. So yes, this is our patient here. We're all kitted up, as you can see. It's all very sterile, and yes.
And this is
this gives you an idea of what it's like to perform real surgery.
We'll often play comedic games in this, and we've decided for once we're going to play a very serious game. I can't even keep a straight face. This is a surgery simulator. This is about as ridiculous as it gets. It is not used as a teaching tool.
It ought to be.
We've decided to
Oh
prick
my
ourselves even further by wearing gloves that are too
Strike
tight.
that there.
We
Okay.
can't wear our glasses because they keep steaming up because of the masks.
Okay, I
Grab the hammer! Grab the power tool!
I think we need a drill.
So
here.
I think we've got to put our challenge.
I'm not 100% sure, but
Our
I
challenge,
think. Oh, my wristwatch just
no,
fell
no.
off. That's not
Oh
good
dear.
sign.
Try to drill. It's not trappening. Try to get the ribs. We're trying to get through the ribs here to get to the heart to do heart surgery. Well, that's a start. Getting there. You're making little holes in him. He's going to look a bit like a colander by the end of it, but you know, it's good.
Come on.
So,
I got his lung there.
yeah.
You just don't understand how
I don't
difficult
want
it
to
is.
break it to you.
perform
No, not
surgery.
his head. Put the power tool down.
Okay, all right.
Put the power tool down.
Okay, I put that down. I'll
Don't
get the
grab a hammer.
instead.
That's not going to help. Okay, well, we're
You're
meant to be
not,
getting
you're not
through
a
the
doctor.
ribs.
You don't know what it's like, man. Okay.
Whereas you are a doctor, clearly here.
Damn it, man. I'm trying to save this guy.
You're doing
Okay,
well.
thank you. Thank you. Okay, you just break through the ribs
Well,
there.
we're getting through the ribs. He hasn't got much lungs left because you've managed to put holes in them.
It's all very precise.
You're doing great, yeah.
Thank you.
I can see the precision that you're using there here. I'm pretty sure that red flashing all around the screen means you're killing him.
No, we
Grab a
have to
scalpel.
save him before he runs
Get
out
a
of blood.
scalpel. I've seen enough medical dramas that you need a scalpel.
Yes.
So,
I'm just trying to remove the excess organs here.
the excess organs.
Yeah,
How many people do you know have excess organs?
quite a few.
I'm pretty
I don't think
sure.
he needs this thing down here.
Short of the appendix, I'm pretty sure most of it's fairly vital to him staying alive.
He doesn't need that one. No,
That's
he
a
can,
bit of rib. He can
yeah,
probably
he
rid
can
that.
suck himself off now. It's all good.
Wow.
That
Jim
one
went
wasn't
there.
needed. Okay, I've exposed the heart.
That's his lung. You can't get rid of a lung.
He's
Oh,
on
for
another
God's sake.
one. And there it is. There's the heart. There's the heart.
What school did you practice your
Damn it, I
doctor's-
can't get it out. Oh,
That's
damn
all-
it, man. I'm trying to save your
Luckily,
life.
I'm on hand. I'm on hand. I'm going to take over.
You know what? I
The
think you can
surgery's
close
coming
up
up to
to
me.
I think you can close up.
I'm not closing up. What do we
I'm
need?
done.
Let's turn the hand that way. Are we going to go for the heart? Where's the heart?
Successful surgery, everyone. Well done. Well
Yes,
done.
it's looking successful.
for,
it's looking
for
great.
watching
Yeah.
today.
Have I grabbed something? Blood. No. Where is
Just
the heart?
clean up the little mess left there, nurse.
Where is
kind.
the heart, by the way?
I'm just going to go and pick up my Jaguar. And,
Doctor, what have you done with the heart? Oh no!
You killed him!
Yes,
You
because
killed him!
yes, because I clearly did all the damage there.
Damn it! It's never gets any easier!
Do you want to grab a coffee? Time of death. 9:20 something.
Oh, that guy. I don't care about that guy. Come on, let's go grab a coffee.
You still got your watch.
I'll
at
take
least.
you out for a nice time.
Surgery
This is a
simulator.
Rolex. You'll get a Rolex if you're a doctor like me.
Still to come.
Nintendo, it would seem, is a company of contradictions.
I'm being teased in my ear here. I know I'm shooting the floor. I'm all.
With the end of this year comes the anniversaries of the release of the latest games consoles from Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony.
Indeed, and with that in mind, Jim thought he would look back at the last 12 months and give his thoughts on the state of each system as it stands today. To kick off a three-part series this week, we're looking at the first entry to this console generation, the Wii U. Check it out.
You have to hand it to Nintendo. Despite so much criticism in recent years of the legendary company's ostensibly illogical console design and marketing decisions, Nintendo continues to exist, quite comfortably it would seem, within the confines of its blue sky thinking. Like Schrodinger's cat, so let's call it Schrodinger's Mario, the company is both alive and dead within the metaphorical box of innovation. Simultaneously ignoring modern console standards of media format, computing power, internet connectivity and third-party support, and yet attempting bold revolution of control input, and in doing so attempting to lure non-gamers to play, and even breaking away from games entirely through its emerging healthcare products. Nintendo, it would seem, is a company of contradictions, but that is far too big a subject for here. This is about Nintendo's flagship product, the Wii U, a product that is effectively a mashup of all of these concepts. Jack of all trades, master of none. The follow-up to the incredibly successful Wii, it was clear Nintendo was trying to capture lightning in a bottle for a second time, as the new system featured yet another, as not seen before, control method with its second screen tablet-like controller. However, unlike the original Wii that succeeded at simplifying the controller and its interaction with its games to the point that non-gamers could finally understand how to join in, and did so in the tens of millions, the Wii U's gamepad actually has had the opposite effect. With more than a dozen buttons dotted all over the device, it is confusing on all fronts to anyone who isn't a seasoned console player. That allied to the less than inspiring uses for its poor quality second screen, along with a string of subpar games trying to figure out how to make good use of it, and it resulted in a decidedly unfriendly, and therefore unengaging, product to the non-gamer in 2012. 2 years on from its virtually comatose launch, where does the Wii U stand today? Well, despite the problems, the system is far better placed than you think. Despite the obvious stubbornness, if there's one thing the company is finally learning, it's that it can't sell its consoles to the masses with a simple control trick this time round. No, it's got to go back to basics and focus on games that actual gamers want to play, which has resulted in some fantastically good titles landing on the platform. Although it failed to kickstart decent hardware sales, Super Mario 3D World still stands as an absolute classic, with its excellent puzzles, superbly balanced and progressive difficulty accompanied by a gorgeous soundtrack and visuals, the hallmark of any great Mario title. The game to really make an impact and get consoles flying off the shelves though is Mario Kart 8. The crazy arcade racer to end all racers, this year's edition is arguably the best entry in the series, taking advantage of the improved power of the Wii U system, producing a wide variety of imaginative and engaging races and championships. Sounds all a bit too familiar? Yet another Mario game? Yep, I know. Come up with something new, guys! Well, fortunately, Nintendo is thinking about this too, with a special task force of young designers deep within the depths of the company's secretive headquarters charged with the creation of new IP. The most exciting glimpse into this possibly bright future is the highly creative take on team-based third-person shooters, Splatoon. Players control characters called Inklings, who can switch between human and ink form. In human form, Inklings are able to shoot coloured ink across the game environment, with the player's goal being to have the most territory inked in their team's colour before the match ends. Transforming into a squid allows players to swim through ink of their own colour, even up walls and through grates, hiding from the enemy and replenishing their ink supply in the process. Conversely, enemy ink is much slower to move across in human form. Players can use their ink to try and splatter their opponents, which will send them back to their team's respawn point, whilst also providing a large splat of ink. Original, yet quirky and highly distinctive. Very much a Nintendo product. So, 2 years into the life of the Wii U, and Nintendo is at a bit of a crossroads. On the one hand, it has failed to achieve a tenth of the success of its one-trick pony predecessor, the Wii, had at this point, yet still has a lot of opportunity for success this generation. The deficiency of the Wii U's graphical hardware compared to its rivals from Sony and Microsoft cannot be changed, and Nintendo aren't a company to throw in the towel so early into a system's life cycle, so those differences we're all going to have to live with. However, Nintendo has proved once again with its recent first-party exclusives that it still has a higher standard of quality when it comes to game production than either of its peers. That combined with some excellent third-party exclusives like LEGO City Undercover and Bayonetta 2, promising new IP for the future in Splatoon, and the more competitive pricing that being a year further down the line than its rivals should bring, and you have the potential for significant success. The Wii U isn't going to win this generation, or get the most attention, but it has come a long way this past year, evolving from a best avoided product to a highly recommended one. The lesson here being, never count the House of Mario out.
So we're going slightly back in time now by looking at a game that came out on last generation. This is the Xbox 360 version of Borderlands, the pre-sequel, and it's a kind of a team-based, if you want it to be, first-person shooter with a lovely sort of art style and a lot of comedy and humour set in a sci-fi sort of environment. So that's the best way I can describe it at this moment in
I
time.
think that pretty much sums it up. What's a pre-sequel, though? I mean, that's an oxymoron. I mean, surely a pre-sequel is the current
A
thing.
pre-sequel I'm very much not sure about. Absolutely, Greg.
It's
I really
before
don't
the
know.
sequel, so Borderlands pre-sequel is Borderlands.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they may as well just call it Borderlands, quite frankly. But they like their silly humour, that's for sure. Janie Springs, hello.
Hello,
she
Janie
seems
Springs.
fun.
She seems dead.
She's beckoning us on, is she?
Oh, is that her then?
You see, I'm this sort of person on the top who's got a sniper rifle and a big henched handgun, and Greg is the sort of big henched dude, as is the official title.
Yeah,
Well,
as
for
I
this
don't play an
character
awful lot of FPSs. I play a fair bit, but I die very quickly. So
got
I
no
think
gravity.
if I went for
Excellent.
the hench dude, I'm likely to survive longer.
We're in the Celestial Beltway. Yeah.
Of course we
That's what I
are.
said to that lady last night. Yeah.
Said the actress to the bishop. So
Yes.
yes, we're running around. As I said, it's a beautiful art style. Where have you gone? I've lost you. Hello. Oh, there you are.
Keep following the lady.
I'm following you
on.
because I'm going to presume you're going to follow the lady. So.
I thought you were following the lady.
Oh no! It's the blind leading the blind in this game.
Following the leader, the leader.
Okay, I've picked you up
Okay.
again. So if you pick her up, then we're laughing.
Yeah. I can't really.
Apparently it'd be embarrassing if we died now, although I wouldn't put it past me. Over there.
Oh, there she
Hey!
is. Hello.
Where's she gone?
Now let's find some enemies, shall we?
It's got some
There's
low gravity thing. We're on some sort of moon base or something because when we leap, it's
Yes, we're in the heavens, as you can see, which is
We're
wrong.
in the heavens.
I like low gravity in this game.
It is pretty cool. Where you gone? There you go. You're over there.
You just jumped. You just killed yourself.
No. See, I know I'm going.
Okay, I'm following you.
Oh, there's something.
Oh, there's an enemy. Oh my god, what is that thing?
I don't know, but it doesn't look good. I've got a critical hit on it though. It's dead. There's more of them.
Oh, they've got like an ooze that flies out when they're dead. Oh my god. Oh.
I'm being teased in my ear here. I know I'm shooting the floor. I'm also shooting the people. And help me!
Greg
Save me! Save
Greg
me!
has to be an expert at
I'm
shooting
dying.
the floor, have you know?
You can tease me after you've saved me. Come on.
Shall I saving?
Kiss of life.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jim.
Alright. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
You're being
I let go of the button too early. God, yeah, all this reviving, I don't know.
There you go.
There you go.
I got a second wind. There you go.
Now, when the monsters come back, shoot at them. Not
I'll
before
have you
round
know, and the people in the gallery, I did shoot at the monsters as well. They were attacking me
didn't
from
hit
the
any.
floor. I hit a few of them. Shut up! They're being mean to me.
It's all right. It's not.
Leave me
It's about
alone.
taking part, Greg. That's the main thing.
Wow, patronising. Shut it.
I don't know what we're doing now.
I've lost you now. Come away, you gone.
I can cycle that thing, and it
Where have
creates
you
some
gone?
kind of a shield as well. Oh my god! Here come the monsters again.
I need to reload.
No, they splatter. So you've got to get out of splatter range. It's like being the first row of the show. You know, you really need to be careful.
there's one
because
there.
you will get splattered.
Yeah, got it. And that one.
I've got my sniper rifle. Can I snipe any of them? Oh no, he's on me. I can't do that.
Oh, you got that one.
Oh,
See, I saved you. Sort of.
I don't know what their beef is, these things.
Yeah, they're
Right,
not.
try jumping out the way to low gravity so you can sort of get some elevation.
I don't need to jump out the way. I can shoot out there.
Oh, you've got confidence now.
I had confidence before. You're just being mean.
Oh,
I'm sort
don't want to get splattered by goo.
There you go. Reload the
I
weapon.
do love the art style of this game. It's
It
lovely.
is
And there's a
stunning,
lot of
isn't
good
it?
humour as well. Lots of zany characters.
So I'm following
I'd
you
love
now.
to say more about Borderlands, but I've never actually played the previous Borderlands games, so I'll happily admit. So that this is my first taste of it, but I'm very much enjoying it. Oh, don't jump over there. Bye, Greg. He's in some vortex.
I'm in a vortex. I'm back
Oh, and
again.
now I've got to kill the monsters, and they've stuck up behind me because
Yeah,
I'm laughing at you
that'll
dying.
teach you.
Oh no! Oh, the karma.
So Borderlands the pre-sequel. Jim can play it.
Level
I'm
up.
rubbish at it, but an awful lot of fun.
You made it fun for me, Greg.
That's the best thing.
Coming up!
So yeah, I'm kind of famous-ish in my own tiny little world.
And he clearly knows what he's doing here.
Oh, and you got the kick around the head.
Studio guest!
Our special guest this week is revered as one of the most original and successful variety performers in the UK.
He has just finished an international tour of his one-man show, Showman, and has had a sold-out run in the West End, and will be bringing his award-winning show to the South Bank Centre.
A man who has pushed boundaries of juggling and revolutionised the variety scene. Matt Ricardo, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Good to see you, mate. Thanks for coming on, and so give us a little idea of what you're about and what the variety scene is like today.
What I'm about? I'm a juggler. There's no way out of that.
In this show, we particularly like jugglers. We have our sort of resident Stig-like dude called Zach, who was doing a thing recently where he was juggling on knives while on a unicycle.
Oh, there you go. Lovely.
So we're friendly to the juggler.
We are a
but-
juggler-friendly show
But
here.
speaking of which, there's a lot more to your craft. Of course, you're quite famous for certain tricks. You want to tell us some about those?
Yeah, I
famous
mean,
ones?
I try to kind of push what juggling is. You know, you think of juggling, you think of throwing, catching, balls, clubs, you know. I try and make it more about object manipulation, creative, dexterity. So yeah, I'm kind of famous-ish in my own tiny little world for the trick where you have a dining table set with stuff and you pull the tablecloth out from underneath everything, and people have seen that. And then I was the first person in the world to learn to put the tablecloth back on the table underneath all
That's
the
very
things.
clever.
which is either a great achievement or a massive waste of an adult life.
Well, you say
both, you know.
I think we'll stick with the former.
I think you're being far too modest because I mean this trick alone has served you well. You've done adverts of this trick, and you were on the Jonathan Ross show doing this trick and teaching the celebrity juice
And
lot
seeing how the celebrities
Yes.
reacted to it, you can see how difficult, of course, it is to do, considering the mayhem and
Fern
the
Cotton,
mess
you were
that
rubbish at this.
Oh yes, that was fun. Yeah.
So yeah, what a fantastic trick though, and it served you well. But you've toured all over the place. You've had a run in the West End. You've got the Showman show. You've done that one already, but you've got another one coming to the South.
It's still the same show. I did a run in the West End earlier this year. Then I took it on tour around the world. And then, in January, I'm going to be on in the Purcell Room of the South Bank Centre, which is ridiculous. That's the place you have Shakespeare and stuff. And there's been some mistake where this idiot juggler is being allowed to play on the stage.
Surely not.
Just as an idea here, I know you've got your show probably down to a pat, but maybe you should start off with a skull. Start off and then start juggling the skulls.
I actually, back in the 80s, I knew a performer who did exactly that.
Really?
Wow.
Did a Shakespeare juggling routine, had a skull and a knife and something else, and did speeches
And
while
was just
juggling.
doing sonnets and
Wow.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Everything's been done.
And I thought I'd come up with that. I thought I'd created the Shakespeare juggling niche there.
I'm sorry. So I talk a little about some of the performers from the history of my art form. I perform a trick that killed somebody on stage in 1936, and I tell
it wasn't
her
you then, 'cause
story.
it was
It wasn't me.
1936. Yeah.
1936. I'm not that old. Back in the day, there was a style of juggling called heavyweight juggling. So it would be people that would do tricks with heavy and dangerous objects. So 1936, a woman called Paula De Luca on a Broadway stage, a vaudeville theatre stage in New York. She juggles 3 bowling balls. Back then it was actually cannonballs, but I use bowling balls. You throw one into the air and you catch it on the back of your neck in a blind catch. And she did it wrong, and it just hit her skull on the way down, and she died 3 days later.
Oh my
So I tell that story, then I do the trick.
Wow.
And that's the second dangerous trick I do in the show. The most dangerous trick is, you might have seen jugglers do like chainsaws and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's not as dangerous as it looks, I juggle cordless electric carving knives jammed in the on position. It's genuinely stupidly
Wow.
dangerous.
You are a glutton
So far,
for punishment.
so good.
So we're exceedly happy to have Matt Ricardo on the
Has all
show.
his fingers.
So far.
With the power of sort of foresight, we can say this is the last time people got to see Matt Ricardo live. Set your video recorders to tape now. This will
the
be a
moment.
momentous.
This will be a
Wow.
historic interview. Bless you. Well, you were a very brave man. Of course, you are a gamer as well. I mean, what
Little
kind of
bit.
games are you into?
Well, I mean, as we were just discussing, yesterday I spent much of the afternoon playing emulated PSP games on my office PC using an N64 controller, because it's all I had.
That's gotta be a
It
first.
kind of works. Just
How do you get that
That's
to?
mixing it up a bit.
I don't, lots of toggling settings. You got to toggle the settings.
It sounds like you're more interested in the settings than the actual game.
That is
Must have
part of the
taken a
game, isn't it?
while.
I don't know if, I
yeah.
mean, with emulating, so much of the game is getting it to work, and then
Well,
you
yes,
go,
that's
it
part of
works.
the.
I'm bored now.
That's
you know.
part of. Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
it's the challenge. It's to get it to work. It's like, yes, I got it
Yeah,
to work now. I don't know
totally.
what to play now.
But I've been a gamer all my life. I'm old enough to remember when the first games came out. I had an Atari VCS as a kid.
I had an Atari. Oh, great.
They were so good.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well,
Well-
a real seasoned gamer. Well,
we're gonna
we couldn't have you here. We couldn't have you here, Greg. Sorry to interrupt. Without Matt showing us a fantastic trick. Okay, so Matt's going to show us one of his famous tricks now, Greg. I'm very excited about this.
I'm very excited.
Yes.
This is only the second time we've had a trick in the in the whole of the show. We had Paul Zenon with his card trick. This looks even grander in
Oh, he's
the way
produced
of
a hanky from his back pocket. I hope it's clean. That's all I can say.
wine
Yeah.
glasses and a hanky. What's going on?
Yeah. Yes, there's a bit careful balancing going on here, and he appears to have a yo-yo in his hand.
I'm scared to breathe
I'm
because
really
I'm
not
scared
sure
I'm
what
going
he's
to knock
trying to
someone
do
else.
here. So
I'm also worried I'm going to get smacked in the face by a yo-yo, but he's moving the thing. What's it going to do?
oh my God!
Fantastic! Absolutely brilliant.
If that had been full of wine, which I wish it was, I could have drunk some.
You've
Cheers.
got some mad yo-yo skills
Cheers,
there.
sir. Yeah.
Studio Guest Communal Retro Video Game Challenge.
Okay, so here we go. We've got the Retro Video Game Challenge. Matt Ricardo,
Hello.
I know you've been practicing.
Yeah, no, I haven't been practicing because I.
In your mind, you've been practicing.
I'm arrogant enough to think that a few years, a long time ago. You know.
In fairness, you can juggle bowling balls, you can juggle carving knives. If you can't do well at this with your amazing
If you
dexterity,
can't juggle Blanca and E-Honda, then quite frankly,
I
what
often
are you
say
doing?
of the guests, we expect very good things, but you are by far the most dexterous person we've had
No,
on the
that's
show.
not fair. Look,
So anything less than the top.
if I beat Paul Zenon, I'll be happy.
Okay, that's
You
your
hear
target.
that, Zenon?
Well, he's second from bottom,
There you go.
so you've got a very good chance. So
He's
hit,
meant to be dexterous. Why isn't he good at this?
indeed. So go on, hit the red start button there, Matt.
All right then.
And champion mode.
Champion
Start
mode.
again. And hit start one more time. Game
Okay.
start. We always play this on the default difficulty. Now, who is Matt going to pick?
Who's he going to go
I'm
for?
going to be a classicist.
Classic
It's me, Ryu!
Awesome.
Do you know, we
You'll
expected
love
to
Ryu.
have more people playing Ryu, but everyone seems to be
E-Honda.
Chun-Li. Oh, fantastic.
E-Honda.
Okay.
Wow,
Okay.
this is going to be a good matchup. Japanese home match. Here we go. Round one fight. He's already got a Hadouken in. He clearly knows what he's doing here.
Oh, and he's got the kick around the head. Oh, he did a spinny kick.
E-Honda's got his spinny hands of doom, keeping Ryu at a far distance.
He's doing very well. He hasn't quite got the perfect, but he's... Oh, he's got him dazed,
He's
though.
got him dazed, and he's thrown him.
Oh, fantastic.
Now that is how
It's a bit
it's
of a
done.
lazy end, isn't it, though?
That's
This
a
is
good
too
start.
easy for Matt Ricardo.
We've
here.
seen someone who was destined to go from the front, and they got someone dazed, and they spent too much time trying to pull off the dragon punch.
Wow.
They
Yeah.
didn't quite
Already
get there.
28,700 points. That's put him in a very good place, and he hasn't even done the second round yet. So we go
Wow.
round two and fight.
Another one like that's what we want to see.
Oh,
Oh,
get off,
Honda.
get off.
he's got the bear hug thing going on, and the slap.
Oh, someone.
Oh, yeah.
You're being happy slapped.
But he's caught him there. He might have him dazed.
Let's do some distance here.
He's going to keep
Stay
trying
away
to keep it
from
at
the
distance.
dude.
Honda doing his very
Don't get caught in the corner with E-Honda.
jumps. Oh, a beautiful spinny kick, and this is coming back to Matt here. Nice punch. Oh, and it's all over.
Only look at that.
It's all over.
Fantastic.
That is the way you do it, ladies
It
and gentlemen.
could
But what is the
be
final
enough.
score? This could be a new
Could it
high
be
score.
enough?
Let's see what it adds up to. 39,200. Matt,
You
I'm
are
fourth place.
You are fourth place.
So congratulations, Matt.
Great job
Brilliant
there.
match.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant. So we couldn't finish this week's show without announcing the winner of our Drop Zone Commander competition.
Oh, exciting.
Now, we asked you to give us in 42 words or less the completion of the story starting a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Thank you so much to everyone who entered. We had some fantastic entries, but we've picked out some of our favourites, and we're going to read them out, and then Matt, our special guest this week, is going to pick the winner. So let's start off. This was my personal favourite, Matthew Austin. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, a small group of rebels, Hawk, created a game called Drop Zone Commander, defying the evil galactic empire called Games Workshop, and created a vastly superior game.
Oh,
Always
controversial.
like that. Oh, yeah. Little
Little
name
bit of
drop
a
there,
dig there
Games
in GW.
Workshop.
My personal favourite was from a gentleman called Paul Moss. We should say beforehand that there were some honourable mentions to give to Sean Spud Tate, Jason Collier and Sander Schoenbeek, who all had fantastic ones, amongst all of the rest of them as well. But my favourite was Paul Moss. Was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. A boy grew up on a farm in a desert, went on a magical space quest, something, dark side, lost hand in fight to his dad, then blew up his dad's new crib. So,
Wow.
So
There you go. A nice little summing up of Star Wars there.
that's pretty much it in a nutshell.
That sums up. I think that's what George Lucas wrote actually on his little, when he was writing.
That was it. That was the
Star Wars,
original
yeah.
treatment of Star Wars there. So which one are you going to go with there?
Well, much as I like the referring to the Death Star as a crib, like Darth Vader saying this is where the magic happens.
Yeah.
I like the one you read out. Anything that casts Games Workshop as an evil empire. Come on.
There you have it. Matt has chosen Matthew Austin. You are the winner of our competition. So thank you so much for everyone who entered. That's all we've got time for this week. Congratulations to Matthew Austin once again for winning our Drop Zone Commander competition. But don't worry if you missed out, because this week we've got a copy of the fantastic Rivet Wars to give away.
Yes, to be in with a chance of winning this great game and in keeping with the centenary of the beginning of the Great War, email us or post us on your Facebook page your personally written World War I haiku.
Yes, you can email us at info@boardgamersuk.com or visit the Facebook page, facebook.com/boardgamersuk. We'll read out your answers on next week's show, and our guest that week will pick the winner.
But until next week, thanks for watching and game on!
Yes, game on.
Ah!